So there was this lady that was lonely, and she put out an ad in the paper and was looking for a man, and she wanted him to have um, arms that wouldn't hold another woman and legs that wouldn't run around on her, and she wanted the best lover that she could possibly find. And she met a couple different guys. None of them really met up. And then one day she hears her doorbell ring. She goes to the door and opens it, and there's a man in a wheelchair. He has no arms and no legs. And she's like, "Can I help you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm here to fill the ad." She goes, "Well, there's no way you can fill the ad for what I'm looking for." And he goes, "Well, I don't have any arms, so I can't hold another woman. I don't have any legs, so I can't run around on you." She goes, "Well, how are you possibly going to fulfill the best lover I ever had?" He goes, "Well, I rang the doorbell, didn't I?" uh, that story always gave me hope.
It shouldn't.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I thought about arms and legs being gone.
So you look older.
Okay, look, we can't start off like that shit. Like,
You started with that shit. I can start with that shit.
yeah, I look older, but my haircut is so much better than last time.
Your haircut's better?
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, it's not.
Every time you get it cut, just more gray appears.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I didn't do shit. I don't know what you're-
You do daily between you and your brother.
What did I do yesterday?
That added to my gray hair.
Yeah.
Well, there was breathing.
I didn't breathe anything.
Breathing.
Oh, breathing.
Yeah, in and out. Yeah.
You being alive stresses me out.
Yeah, basically. So, you had a pretty probably work-centered week, didn't you?
Yeah, I really didn't do anything else aside from work. And whenever I wasn't working, it was watching TV or looking for a second job.
Yeah.
That was the entire week.
You heard any good stories this week or anything?
No, I don't think so. Did you?
I've heard some good stories, like interesting stories, and I've heard some real like bullshit stories. So, do you know who Antonio Brown is?
Yeah.
The wide receiver played in the NFL.
I didn't know he was that. I thought he played baseball.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
Anyway, he was a wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then
Oh, that makes sense why I didn't know.
he was really good. And then like he started bouncing around to different teams because he thought he was a lot better than what he was,
Mhm.
and he's not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal.
Yeah. So, like any great athlete, he turns to Twitter. just he's doing his best to stay relevant.
Yeah.
And you know how I've talked about Caitlin Clark, right?
Yeah.
So,
She comes up in my TikTok feed a lot now.
right. And so this dumbass, like I don't know exactly what he was thinking, but he tweets on there to her, uh, like, well, in public, but tags her, and says Caitlin Clark looks like she keeps it hairy.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
I think I've seen that on Twitter, I think.
yeah, and then that's
Looks like she keeps it there.
yeah, and then
That's funny as fuck.
so her response was to block him because, I mean, she's what 22, and he's upper 30s, somewhere in there, and this is a national stage kind of deal. So the best thing is to not respond. So his response to the block was make Bush great again. I'm all like, this dumb motherfucker.
That is the career.
Yeah. Well, no, his career was done shot. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like he's just like trying to be influencer or some shit. Like, like, oh, I know all this inside scoop and news about sports and da 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 da
Mm-hmm.
da. And that was his best take of the week, I guess. I don't know.
That's so funny though.
But
It's
yeah,
very clever. Like no one would have thought of that. That's very, very clever.
I don't know if clever really means what you think it means because I don't think that was that.
To me, it was pretty clever. Like not many people would have thought of that. Like to make fun of somebody, like that's a very well thought out insult.
I mean, I mean, like like the big question of everybody knew she was going to go number one, but was there going to be a trade up or this that or the other? So everybody wondered what team she was going to go to, and then the other half of like the top searches about her was whether or not she was straight or not. So I mean, like if you play into the stereotypes and stuff, then yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was dumb as shit. I was all like, wow, fucking wow.
I have a fucked up sense of humor though, so I think it's funny. But
Oh yeah, well, it's just
everybody's got their thing.
I don't know. It's just, I mean, he could have. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's his prerogative. I got one lit, but
Sorry, I wanted to get the trash out of my case here.
yeah. But no, other than that, the normal fucked up news.
Well, people don't. We assume the people don't.
Well, I mean, anybody that's got TikTok, you know what bugs me about TikTok
Huh?
is it'll show whenever like your friend is active on TikTok.
Yeah,
And your friends know whenever you're active on TikTok.
I have that turned off.
Oh, well, um,
Because I kept getting upset when I wouldn't react to her TikTok.
well, every time I see somebody react or somebody come active on TikTok, the only thing that's going through my mind is they're probably taking a shit too. Like I think that's probably the most used that app is.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So every time I see it seems like me and her are on the same cycle or something. Because I'll be sitting there and her name will pop up. And I'm like, she's shitting.
It's so out of pocket.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, talking about making Bush great again. I mean, might as well throw in a little poop humor.
Sorry.
But we did get an unpaid sponsor though.
We did.
Yeah. So why don't you go?
Commercial break.
Hey, welcome to Verney's Meat Emporium, where all the meat you need, he has ready for you. This week only we're running a special get 6 inches of meat. You get the next 3 inches free in under 3 minutes. Satisfaction is not guaranteed, but is appreciated.
And we're back.
Oh yeah, great times.
Gotta love Bernie's mate.
I know I'm gonna get sued. He doesn't know that that was actually gonna happen.
He's gonna find out in a second.
Yeah, that's funny though. I got another one for Daddy Dale. Just
Oh yeah?
but gotta wait for the world premiere of that.
Yeah.
It's a show, the epitome of entertainment. Uh,
Well, that's kind of cool. We haven't had a commercial break yet.
right? What do you think we should? I don't know. Do you think we should start doing stuff different? Maybe.
Oh, our whole 8 viewers are getting scared.
Uh, yeah. Well.
We're gonna change it.
Well, I mean, not really change it, but I mean, I don't know. There's other stuff. I mean, I think we kind of need to pick a lane, don't you think? Or do you not think?
What do you
that?
mean pick a lane?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know.
Like a genre?
Kinda, I guess.
No.
No.
I think that's the reason people listen is because we don't have one.
Oh.
Like, how every podcast has their thing.
Uh-huh.
Like Joe Rogan's is getting angry or just having stupid conversations. So you piss people off, you know?
I want to get angry.
Well, our little niche, our little thing
Uh-huh.
is we never talk about the same thing. We always have random shit in every episode. That's our niche.
Yeah, we go to the grooming habits of a WNBA Hall of Famer eventually, probably.
Yeah, we've talked about the
You want to fuck aliens?
yeah, you want to fuck aliens, the whole like behind the scenes thing, the documentary.
Yeah.
I think what was it called? Behind the tape?
No, Quiet on Set.
Quiet on Set. Yeah. Went from fucking aliens to that to Caitlin Clark's Bush. We don't really have a genre, and I like keeping it that way.
Okay.
Because if there's something like in that genre that didn't happen that week, then we don't have anything to talk about.
I know, like, at least probably like 6 of the 8 are all like, video! You gotta do video! Well, I mean, I bought a tripod. So, I mean,
Yeah.
and Jamie tried it, what, 2 weeks ago, something like that?
So we have some like test footage.
Yeah, I mean, it came out all right.
We just need to get our set like put together.
Yeah,
Because it can't just be us in chairs, you know?
Yeah, this chair, well, it's probably not the chair that makes me look like an overweight hunchback. It's
You
probably,
big back bitch.
yeah, it's probably just me.
I started hearing that a lot. That's like a new insult.
What?
Getting called big backed.
Big back?
Yeah, like you got a big back. I don't know. It
Right.
didn't make sense to me. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand why that's a diss. Like,
Well, it's supposed to be like a way of calling you fat. Like, you got a big back.
why do you guys need new ways to call somebody fat?
Hey, that's not me. I don't understand.
Is this are you starting to get old to where, like, the next generation, you're like, I don't understand these kids?
Yes.
Yeah. Fucking welcome to my world.
Like the whole bop thing we talked about.
Uh-huh.
Like, last I knew, Bop meant it was a good song, and apparently not.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking all I can remember is Bop had anything to do was the Hansons. We're like, bop.
Like, whenever the
Guy
whole
from the '90s just fucking went to shit, you know?
whenever the whole like "Watch Me Whip" thing, that song came out,
Yeah.
that was considered a bop when it came out. It's not a bop now, but when it came out, it was a bop. And I was like, yeah, that means it's a cool song. And now bop means you're a hoe. I'm like, that don't make sense to me.
Eventually everybody's going to keep on just shortening every words to where eventually our conversations are just going to be.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I caught myself the other day with it. Like, I had a whole conversation with nothing but abbreviations.
yeah,
I was like, huh.
you know,
All right.
our abbreviations back in the day was like DUI, MIP. So
A PO.
yeah, I mean, the fact that you know, like we're eventually going to have a whole generation of they don't even. You know how much money the state's going to lose because they're not going to be able to issue DUIs to anybody because we have fucking Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not a bad thing. We're having less DUIs. It's not a bad thing.
Drinking and driving was like a rite of passage almost. I mean, don't do it, kids. Don't fucking do it.
It was a rite of passage into adult.
I mean, we only did it for breakfast pizza. Like
We did it for Judy's. That's why we did it.
I mean, so don't do it. I got some close call stories. But did I ever tell you about the time that I was riding with 2 friends and we'd been drinking and driving? And again, don't do this, especially the ones that I know that listen to this that are too young to drink. We were driving along and we were also too young to drink. And we were just barreling down this country road. Got our Keystone lights and our natural lights because
What the hell?
well, it was more about quantity than quality, you know, at that age.
That's Bush Lights. That's what Bush Lights for.
That was expensive. Natural light was like $2 a case, you know, so like it was, yeah.
Is that back when you can get a milkshake for a nickel?
Yeah, like I could go like walk walk the ditch line and pick up all the natural light cans that we threw out the weekend before, take them off, sell them, and buy a whole new case of natural light. So,
God, you're so old.
yeah. Anyway, so we're barreling along and everything, listening to radio, having a good time. I believe it was probably Snoop Dogg at the time because we were a bunch of white gangsters in the country.
Snoop or Tupac, one of the two.
Yeah, hell, if it was Tupac, oh man, we wouldn't have survived. But anyway, we're going along, and in the dark and being drunk, all three of us see the same thing. Where the road's going straight, and then it kind of Superman curves over, like Superman ass over, kind of deal. We all three see that. And then whenever we get right there, no, that is not a Superman S. That is a straight T.
Yeah.
Right? The road just went left and right. There's nothing going straight.
Yeah.
Slam on the brakes. We go straight. We go flying through this ditch. We don't flip or anything. Like, we go over the ditch. And we end up next to this kitchen window of this farmhouse.
Oh, shit.
And we're like, hold on. Whew, we made it. Everybody okay? Truck still running? Okay. Let's just get back on the road. And then the fucking light kicks on.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this grandma fucking staring at us through the window. It's like, put in reverse and fucking beeline out of there and haul ass. And then it's like, oh my God, that was scary. Let's go to Judy's. And then the rest of the time, like, me and the other guy are like trying to comfort our friend because he feels bad because he's not up to his normal high level drunken drivingness.
Yeah.
Like, we barely had license.
Yeah.
We were barely 16. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm not driving well tonight. It's like, well, that's a good thing we're in the truck and not the mail car. So
Yeah.
that would be real fucked up. His steering wheel's on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was messed up. But yeah, I miss the 90s so much.
I don't know why.
Well, I mean,
It was the 90s.
yeah, but I never let you guys have like a BB gun fight or bottle rocket fight.
We had bottle rocket fights.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had like the pussy bottle rockets they have now.
We used Roman candles.
Yeah.
That exploded.
Yeah,
So.
but the pussy ones now. Like, they don't use as much gunpowder anymore. And, it's like you shoot a Roman candle now, it's like, bloom,
Yeah.
bloom. I mean, for us, it was a boom, boom. I mean, it was a fucking artillery shell in a cardboard cylinder. Like, it burned your hand when it came out, like it was good shit.
That was some real shit, man.
Remember, we had a bottle rocket fight up at the park, and somebody pulled up with a 200 shot of Saturn missiles.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you ain't seen that until you see a car roll by with a big old battery of Saturn missiles fucking aimed at you.
That's the Jasper version of drive-by.
Yeah. Yeah. I was surprised it didn't happen on a tractor, but yeah, we used
Go
to
run a four-wheeler.
hang out at that park all the time.
The one here in town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got in trouble for moving a picnic table.
Me and my friends never really spent a whole lot of time at the park. We were like running around the streets. We didn't really hang out at the park very often.
Running around the streets of Fortnite, like
On our bikes.
on the way to play Fortnite.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I miss being the age that like you rode bikes all the time.
Yeah. I mean, you never really grew out of that age, but your legs do.
We had so much fun with it. And now we all got cars, which are way more fun, but there was just something about like getting home when the streetlights turn on and riding your bikes around in the country way past where you're supposed to be riding them, but mom doesn't know because Black 360 wasn't a thing yet. And making it back just in time. There's something about it.
The only reason you guys had to come home when the street lights were on was because me and your mother couldn't afford to buy you guys a cell phone.
I had a cell phone pretty early.
Not as early as a lot of kids these days.
Yeah. I had my first one at, I think it was like 14. I think it was about 14.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I feel like that's still really early for a phone.
I mean, I think it is too. I don't think you should. I mean, I didn't have a cell phone until I was fucking, like, well, 21.
Well, that's because they were just made.
Okay, that accurate but hurtful.
Yeah.
I mean, no, we had bag phones before that, but no, really the only reason I got a cell phone was because I was going to start driving over the road and stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
but the cell phone, the cell phone carriers used to fight all the time about best coverage and this, that, and the other, and like they had like fucking mafia areas to where like I got this state,
Yeah.
and like I could talk to your mom from here to Amarillo, Texas.
That morning?
Yeah. And then after Amarillo, Texas, I couldn't talk to her again until I got to Albuquerque. And once I got like 50 miles outside of Albuquerque, I couldn't talk to her again until Flagstaff. And I could talk to her from Flagstaff all the way into California. But if I was traveling up north, I couldn't talk to her. Whenever I got out of California, I couldn't talk to her I could talk to her to Salt Lake City. And then after that, I mean, I couldn't talk to her in Wyoming, Nebraska, most of Kansas, Idaho. It was pretty bad. So,
But hey, when you're trucking, that isn't very long.
yeah, well,
You should be rolling on. You shouldn't be sulking.
That's why I always tried to like pick my fights. Like I'd be like getting fuel in Amarillo, then I'd tell her something I didn't want to tell her. And then by the time I got to Flagstaff, she was calmed down. So, yeah.
Can't stay at that fucking gas station.
Can't do that now. Like you can't do the whole like no, because then she'll just fucking FaceTime you.
I did it to you the other day.
Okay.
I'm lying. It actually was cutting out.
I woke
You
up.
know the service in that area. It was cutting out.
I woke up wanting to like you today. Like it was like, you know what? I'm gonna love my kid today. That's gone.
Was that the first time, or?
Oh, I love you every day I don't see you.
That's fair.
So, anyway,
It's respectably hurtful.
I heard some like cool stories today that I thought was really neat, but I don't have like any of the names that go with it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, right. Like I was like, oh, I need to like write these down and do all that and due diligence and all that good stuff. But no, it's like, oh yeah, well, there's a story about this kid that got abducted by a guy, and then he like raised him for from 7 years old till 14 years old, and then he got tired of the kid and went and kidnapped a brand new one, but that kid didn't like it, so he ran away with the new kid that he just got, went to the police station, went back to his family. His family's all excited about him being back, and then people want to make a Lifetime movie about him, and then he's like 24 years old now and dies in a motorcycle accident. And since his brother didn't have all the attention his younger one that he was having before his older brother got back, he decided to become a serial killer. Yeah, that would have been a cool story if I had names, dates.
Well, you left the notepad upstairs.
Yeah. Another story about that happened recently is this couple was trying to give birth. They were trying to have a baby, and she got pregnant and all that stuff. Everything went fine, and then whenever she started to deliver, there became a problem of doing it the way like non C-section wise, and then so they're like, oh well, we got to do a C-section. Well, they waited like 7 hours, and then they finally did the C-section. But apparently, the doctor was pulling a little hard on the baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever they do the C-section, they take the baby's body out, but the head is still stuck downstairs.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but they don't tell the mom that. They finally get the head out, and then they wrap the baby up and then just like fucking Tom and Jerry stick the head in the blanket and like wrap it up all tight and everything to where it looks like the head's still attached. And explain to her that the baby died in childbirth, and you should probably have it cremated. Nah, you don't need to. You don't need to have an autopsy or anything. This is what happened. Like, try to cover it up.
Yeah.
And then they finally find out what had happened. Them accidentally popping the baby's head off.
Yeah.
And so they have an autopsy done by this third party guy. So what does this guy do? Naturally, he posts the shit on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah, because Instagram reels are fucking outlaw country, I guess.
So he posted like the pictures of the baby and
Yeah.
shit? Of
Yeah. So now they're suing.
That's some Twitter shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So now they're suing the hospital and they're suing this third party doctor, and it's like,
Imagine the shit that those parents are going through right now.
yeah. And
Like mentally.
I
Holy
mean,
shit.
it's a god awful thing that happened. And instead of like somebody going, oopsie, we
Yeah.
fucked up. Nah, I just got the blanket real tight, like fucking.
Hey, can we get the duct tape?
Yeah, we're lucky they didn't have zip ties.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then it's act like nothing happened, and
Yeah.
like, oh, you don't want to like a regular barrel. You want to cremate. We'll go ahead and do that for you right now. Like,
We'll have a bonfire out back.
yeah, like they were all gonna like get a bunch of lighters and fucking kumbaya or some shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like you can't. There ain't nothing fucking sacred in this world anymore. So
Man, I'm glad I didn't go into that kind of medical field.
yeah.
Shit.
But yeah, so yeah, there's always and then the guys are like, oh man, yeah, this family's really going through something. This is a god awful thing. Hey, yo, Instagram, look at this right quick. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Today we have
Yeah.
a decapitated baby.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah. I don't the follower bug thing is like really real. Like it seems like that is something that like people really like gotta have. I don't know why it's like that.
Everybody wants their 6 seconds of fame.
Well, it's like you and me. Like it don't matter if it's 8 people, 80 people, 1, 0. Like we'll still do this shit.
I haven't checked the count in the past like 3 episodes.
Yeah, like it just really it's still like it makes me feel good. Like whenever somebody brings something up, like I like that. Like it, it's a good feeling, sure, But I mean, it's not something that I'm like going to go to that length of being a fucking gross individual.
Yeah. I haven't had anybody talk to me about it in a while.
Yeah.
Like a while.
Well, I mean, it's not new anymore. I mean, whenever it's new,
Yeah.
Like holy shit, and then people really thought, probably like me, like there ain't no way they're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
They'll do it for a couple weeks, and then yeah.
And here we are, week 17.
Yeah. No, really? Cool. Yeah. Maybe time for a new hobby.
Sounds good.
We can start a boy band.
Not with you. Shit.
What are you talking about? I'd be the face.
You'd what?
I'd be the face.
You'd be the face of it?
Oh, yeah.
We'd call it the broken mirror then.
I'd be the sex symbol.
Shit.
Man, I can't help it. All the girls want to be me and all the guys want. Wait, that's not right.
Wait a minute.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
That's actually not a bad name for a band. The Broken Mirror.
If you go on Spotify, I bet you it's taken.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah. I bet you go on Spotify like your mom's big back is taken. Like everything's taken. Like
There's one rapper on Spotify.
uh,
He is like one of the best of all time. Not really, but his songs are hilarious.
mhm.
And his he only makes funny songs. and his like rapper name is Little Cumtism.
Yeah.
And then there's also Little Barnacle.
Jesus Christ. Go see
You watch Little Barnacle and not Cumtism?
Well, every day it's harder to be original. Like there's
Little Barnacle's pretty original.
yeah, but that's gone now.
It's funny as hell.
Because, I mean, in
Little
20,
Barnacle.
20, 30, 40 years, whenever he's no longer Little Barnacle,
Yeah.
somebody,
He's gonna be Big Barnacle. Big Back Barnacle.
yeah, but somebody's gonna be like, you know, be a cool rapper name, Little Barnacle, and then they go, they get on Spotify or whatever, and they type it in, and oh man, that's a Little Barnacle 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I thought that was original. It's like I've always wanted to, like, it's on my bucket list. Go do like 2 minutes of like stand up or something. Just to get on stage, tell some jokes, and be done.
Yeah.
And my my biggest fear, of course, is getting up in front of people and trying to tell jokes or something. This shit's easy because I see you, and that's it. I mean,
I don't give a fuck about you.
yeah. Well, I mean, what, somebody's going to come up and talk bad about something that I've already done? It's too late.
Yeah.
But if there was like a group of people standing in here watch us do this, I'd be like, the weather's nice outside today, man. I mean, so, but the second biggest fear is get up there and I'm unoriginal because fuck, what jokes am I going to tell that ain't going to be told? Every joke that I have said before every podcast has already been told. So I mean,
That's true.
well, what am I going to do? So I don't know. You just kind of put an original spin on an already told story, I guess, and
I mean, that's what Dune is, and it's successful.
yeah,
It's a spin on an already told story.
I'm trying to figure out exactly what Dune like. I mean, it's kind of like Star Wars, but it's also kind of like Harry Potter. So, but I mean, Harry Potter and Star Wars is pretty similar.
Yeah, it's basically the same story, just
Yeah,
small differences.
yeah. I don't know.
Every successful like movie trilogy are like the same thing, just reiterated.
It still bugs me that Luke was trying to fuck his sister for the first 2 episodes, and then the third one he's like, that's my sister, and nobody ever mentions it.
Mm-hmm.
Weren't you just making out with it? Huh.
That was kind of a weird writing decision.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, people are gonna like this.
It seemed okay.
Their Alabama views were down.
It seems like to me that they were going in one direction, and they're like, you know what? Everybody really likes Han, so let's switch it. Because I think it was going to be like a back and forth in between them two, and eventually Luke was going to win. And they're like, you know what, sister.
I mean, I thought we already knew it was her sister. First episode, that was his sister.
No.
Well, and we knew there were 2 kids, and one of them was a girl, one of them was a boy.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess the prequels were already written.
Yeah.
The only reason he didn't do the prequels is because he couldn't actually do those movies like he wanted to. He could only do these movies like he wanted to at the time.
Yeah.
Because technology wasn't there. I mean, God forbid we had a Star Wars without Jar Jar.
I was talking to this guy at work last night about like all this nerd shit for like a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Like about superheroes, about Star Wars. We talked for like a couple hours about it.
What? I mean, I know we talk about Star Wars a lot, and we've seen a lot of merchandise and stuff. Like, like they have a bunch. What's one piece of merchandise that you think that they should have had that they don't?
That's really good. A piece of merchandise that they should have had but they don't. Anakin's wig.
Anakin's wig?
They like make a wig of like that looks like his hair.
Yeah.
They make everything of Star Wars, so you have to come up with something kind of weird.
I think they should have had Stormtrooper condoms.
Why?
Well, because you miss every shot, so you never get a girl pregnant. So
I feel like they already made those. They made a lot of really weird shit for Star Wars.
I don't have my phone. You're gonna have to Google that. See if they got stormtrooper condoms.
Okay.
If they do, I'm suing them. It may have been my idea second, but it was the latest one. Of course, now that you Google that, somebody's stealing it.
Yeah, there already are some.
What?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I clicked on the link. Hold on.
Oh, great. Now your phone is like all. No,
There's different styles.
that's Star Wars condom, and they look like lightsabers.
Okay, then let me look at something else then. Let me continue.
See if there's a stormtrooper helmet for your stormtrooper helmet. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. How do I order this?
On your phone. Give it back.
Oh, never mind. It's 7.6 inches.
That'll do it. Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do with the extra 3.
Sorry, I had an alarm. Gotta take my birth control.
your face is birth control.
Okay. You still big back.
Yeah. Big back, humpback.
Shit, there ain't nothing haunting about you. What you saying?
Oh, I swear to God, I'm going to do a sit up today.
You did. You had to get out of bed.
Yeah, I know, but like an actual one. Just the one. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to overdo it.
Hey, I can still do one.
I'm still trying to give everybody else a head start.
So, I started watching that Invincible.
I love that show.
I've only ever heard good things about it, and I kept putting it off until 2 days ago.
Invincible is an animated cartoon that's very adult oriented.
Yeah.
And it's on
It's very gruesome. It's on Prime Video.
Yeah, it's on Prime, yeah.
Very, very gruesome, very bloody, very. And it's not like an anime, like it's a normal cartoon.
Yeah.
But it's really, really good.
But don't talk about the second season because I haven't watched it.
I won't talk about it, but I'm just saying where I'm at now. So I started at 2 p.m. on Friday. And I am on the last couple episodes of season 2, which is the end of the show.
Oh boy.
I mean, I think they're doing another season, but I'm already almost finished with it. And each episode's 45 minutes.
People are really trying to get a live action version made.
I don't know who would play it good. Who do you think would play Invincible good?
I don't know the names, but I mean,
Tom Holland would do good.
As what?
As Invincible.
Tom Holland?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
He's got the personality for it though.
Yeah, he looks like he's going for like extra scout badges though. Like,
well, in the show, the kid's only 19.
That, and you can't whitewash it because he's Asian.
In the show, he's Asian?
I'm so proud of you for not seeing color.
He's not Asian.
Well, his mom's Asian, so...
No, she's not.
Huh?
They all have the same kind of eyes. And she doesn't have any, Indian heritage or Asian heritage thing she does.
I'm surprised you didn't say something like, "Nah, she drove a car in the one episode and she didn't wreck."
I was wondering why they didn't have pets.
Yeah, like swinging hard on the stereotypes.
No, she doesn't have any indication that she's Asian.
She's Asian. Oh my god.
We got to look up if it's
we would know.
Asian.
Why you can just believe me.
No.
He's
I'm
looking
concerned
right now. Concerned of what?
I don't know. I had no idea. This changes everything.
Yeah. Why do you think he kicks so much better than his dad?
Wow. Huh.
Tell the audience. Was Daddy right?
She's Korean, or he is Korean American.
Huh.
Huh.
Yeah.
I really did not know that.
Well,
he just doesn't look it.
Okay. The tan skin.
He doesn't have tan skin.
Like you've seen him. Like I know
I'm
people,
darker than him.
people like right now are like, okay, where's the fucking skip button?
Yeah.
Like but yeah,
I didn't think he was. It's interesting. You learn something new about something you've been spending so much time on.
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
It doesn't change it in any way. It was just, I didn't notice, I guess.
yeah. I don't know.
I guess it's a good thing.
Anyway, people have like already like fantasy casted this one guy. I don't remember his name, but he, like he looked like the part. Like I was like, okay.
Hmm.
I don't know who the dad would be.
I could see Jungkook being invincible. That would be crazy. That would be groundbreaking.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
I only know because I have friends that are obsessed with it. But you know that like K-pop band?
I knew it was gonna be K-pop.
Yeah. But it's a K-pop band called BTS. I have no idea what it stands for.
I feel bad that you know the name of a K-pop band, but go
I
ahead.
have friends that listen to it. You can look at every playlist. It's not on one of them, but it's called BTS, and the main dude or whatever. I don't know if it's like the lead singer or what, because they all sing. I think he's like the group leader. His name is Jungkook, and I could see his like with his face and like the way he's built. I could see it working out,
Yeah, maybe.
but I don't think his English is very good.
What's a movie that they haven't made that they should?
Um, that's a good question. Brightburn 2.
No, they've already said that they're not doing
I
Brightburn
know.
2.
I really want them to though.
Yeah.
You know what's so weird? They just like they announced it right after me and you watched it.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty quickly afterwards, and the movie had been out for several years.
Yeah, but now James Gunn is in charge of the DCU, and we can't have that.
Yeah. Ooh, they should have their own movie for Gambit.
Oh, speaking of which, I did
That'd be really
watch
cool.
X-Men 97.
I seen you watch a part of it.
Yeah.
Is it pretty good?
They did not rape my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, they keep it pretty much the same as the old one.
Yeah, like it played like I'm sorry guys again, but if you
They can put up with it.
yeah, it played just like the originals. Like yeah, you could go from watch. There's of course a graphic change and
Yeah.
character change and stuff. Where they're not exactly what they were.
Is Jamboree still like super important in the show?
Jubilee.
Jubilee.
Yeah. No.
She's not?
Uh-uh.
Then I'll probably enjoy it. Fucking hated Jubilee.
Well, you got something against Asians, man. Because she's Asian too.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know. I just don't like her as a character. And what do you mean against? I fucking love Invincible. Making me look awful.
Trying to Scarlett Johansson Invincible. You remember that from Ghost in the Shell where
Yeah.
yeah, and everybody was all pissed off about it. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay.
Whatever.
Should we be mad that robots don't play robots?
Weird, right?
Mm.
Yeah, Jubilee. I can't fucking stand her. That made me dislike that show. Like the original. I liked it for everybody else. But every time the Jubilee, it was about her, I was upset because it was just so annoying.
I 100% agree with you. Like I don't like her as a character.
She's just so overrated. Is she in the new show too?
Yeah, she's in it, but I mean, like, it's not like a main staple. But
good.
It's more about like Rogue and Magneto and Cyclops.
See that I like.
Yeah, Wolverine's like a side character basically. Like,
Well, that's all he was supposed to be anyway.
Yeah, he wasn't even supposed to be like an actual comic book thing. Like, he was supposed to be in one episode and gone.
Yeah.
And everybody was just like, "Holy shit!" But did you say a movie that should have been made?
A movie about Gambit. Like Gambit's life story in a movie.
Channing Tatum tried.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like his face wouldn't work for
He
it.
tried to get it, but
I think he's too slow.
I have a feeling that in the Deadpool Wolverine movie, Gambit's going to be there.
He should.
I feel like it's going to be Channing Tatum.
I hope it's not Channing Tatum.
Channing
Tatum's too swole for Gambit. Gambit's this little like skinny twig dude.
Yeah, but I mean, live your dream. You know,
I'm a Jeff.
I mean, yeah, but it's going to be like a fucking little thing. It's not like going to be like he's going to be the Gambit of the MCU. It's just
Well, if it's the first appearance of that character live action, he probably would be.
well, they're like Marvel's scrambling right now because they had Kang the Destroyer was like the main bad guy. It was supposed to be the new Thanos kind of deal, and then he fucked up that Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. We've talked about that on here before.
Yeah, and so now they're trying to figure out who the next bad guy is going to be. They don't really have an idea. So the movie Kang's Dynasty,
Mm-hmm.
it was supposed to be like the first Avengers movie of this generation or whatever.
Phase.
Yeah. Now they have to change the title, and then they have to figure out a different villain.
Why don't they just replace the actor and then continue their storyline?
I mean, they got so much stuff that has that actor in it. I mean,
They did it before, right?
I'm with you. Yeah, well, I mean, they did it with War Machine's character. It was this guy, and then by the next movie, it was this other guy.
Yeah.
No explanation whatsoever. But I mean, if it was me, I think that's what they should do because it's a good storyline. But
Yeah, everything about King's Dynasty is a really good storyline.
but I don't know, like Disney has so much shit like on like Marvel's plate, but it's so spread out.
Yeah.
It's all like like Avengers 2 coming in 2036. It's like motherfuckers.
Yeah. They have it planned out so far.
Well, that's what was good about the Marvel movies because you could count on like one every 3 months.
Mhm.
And it was a continuation of it was like watching one big long movie.
Yeah.
And then really the first movies where the entire theater is sitting there waiting for a little 5-second clip of an end credit scene to give them hints on what's coming next. I mean, there ain't no other movies that do that where you're gonna sit through the whole thing. Like
all of the credits.
Yeah, like I don't need to know who the fucking key grip is.
I think it was pretty funny that DC stole that.
Oh yeah,
The end credits. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Like you can't copyright an end scene. A lot of companies do it.
Right, and they were trying to get big like them and everything. It's just Warner Brothers did Warner Brother things, and I feel bad for talking shit on them because they are not as good as Marvel and Disney are at it.
Yeah,
right.
Significantly less good.
Right, but they're such a less shitty company. Disney's fucking god awful on a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Like not their product. Their product is always like up until now with all the woke shit that they got.
Yeah.
Like the whole like make her female, make her gay. It's like
and that guy I was just talking about. We talked about that last night too.
Yeah. So
he said I started saying it, and then he finished it for me because he understands. He knows it.
Yeah.
Make her female, make her gay.
Yeah, but as a society, we're still just fucking garbling that shit up. But then Warner Brothers, they're not as bad, but they're just, they're not as good storytellers. They're not good at money. They're not good at so much shit. They just happen to have some really good licenses, and we don't, nobody really pays attention to what Warner Brothers does. Like,
not anymore, no.
No. So, I don't know. It's just.
Like with Man of Steel, that was groundbreaking. Everybody loved that.
Yeah.
That little point of DC.
Yeah.
And then they just completely ruined it afterwards.
Yeah, Warner Brothers is like that guy you want to shake the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like fucking straighten up. You could be somebody.
Yeah.
And they're going to continue to do their meth or whatever.
So, the Flash movie that just came out, that wasn't that bad.
Huh?
The Flash movie?
Oh, yeah, because it had Michael Keaton's Batman in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
The only reason the movie was good because they had Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yeah.
Supergirl wasn't actually that bad in that movie. Like I actually liked her version of Supergirl. I thought it was kind of cool. You know,
I did too.
yeah, like
I love how they actually played into the real comic book shit. Like they put her deep underground so that like the sun wouldn't affect her
yeah,
because that's where he gets his powers.
yeah,
Like they normally don't think of that shit. They're just it's Superman. Okay, then he is unbelievably strong. You
Yeah.
know.
but yeah,
Sorry
like
if I just spoiled
I know
some
a lot of people didn't like, like, oh, well, Supergirl has blonde hair and she wears a skirt. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
It's an alien that has superpowers. Like, I- because they wrote her, like they casted her with a girl that has short black hair, and she wears like a super suit.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a shit. I still know who it is.
Yeah.
So,
I still enjoyed her as the character. You know.
yeah, like I mean, I don't. I mean, they can dress her that way. They can dress her this way. Just as long as you know that's Supergirl and her character. I don't need them to change Supergirl to Superboy, or there is a Superboy, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like they,
That was one of the first comics I read was Superboy.
yeah, yeah. It depends on which one that you read.
I don't know. It was in some old box, so
Uh,
it was an older one.
was he wearing a leather jacket and sunglasses?
No.
Okay, then you're probably reading the older version, like where it was Superman as a kid.
I don't know. I just remember him being like a normal boy, and
Yeah.
it was super like he had Superman's powers,
Yeah.
and Superman was his dad,
Oh, well, okay, yeah, they had
and he had the dog, Crypto.
crypto. They've done some storylines with that. Where like Superman.
It might have been the Scholastic books version.
Could you imagine though, like Lois Lane being pregnant with Superman's kid?
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know how she survived it.
I guess he's not getting no sun rays, so maybe be able to,
Yeah,
take a kick or something like that. But
well, the human skin doesn't block out complete light. Like if you shine a flashlight in front of your finger, you can see it through the back.
yeah,
So he's getting some kind of sunlight,
yeah. So like, I don't know,
but not in just darkness.
how does he not like just like fly out? But I mean, the bigger
Or
question,
lasers. That's what I was thinking. Was lasers.
the bigger question, which happens to also be the more gross question. So Superman has to like throttle himself back on everything, right? Like,
Yeah.
because he's super strong, so he can't like, you know, touch somebody the way that like you or me would, and if he accidentally fucking smacks somebody, they go flying across the room and stuff like that. So he has to be really conscious on how he interacts with people, right? And you could do that too.
I know where you're going with this. How
Go-
hard could he fuck Lois Lane? Is that what you're getting at?
How hard? What?
How hard could he fuck Lois Lane?
No. Like,
Oh,
I mean, that's explained.
we were talking about the kids. I figured.
Right, but I mean, that's explained. Like, he had, like, you can, like, softly touch your cup or move the mic and be very gentle with it, just
Yeah.
like Superman would have to be all the time with everything he does. I mean, if he flicks his toe, that's going to, like, break somebody's leg or some shit.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of concentration. But how hard would you have to concentrate to where you're shooting a load like a fucking shotgun?
See, I knew it. I knew it. I fucking called it.
Well, I'm not talking about the sex
I
part.
knew
of
it had something to do with sex, though.
Yeah, but like, I mean, there's only so many things that you can control on your body.
At one time.
Yeah.
Okay. She hits the fucking roof.
I mean,
She lands out in the street.
I'm just saying, like,
It's like that scene from Scary Movie.
I.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where she hits the ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's exactly what it's like.
I mean, yeah, but it wouldn't be that volume. It'd be like,
Oh yeah, it'd be like a little sharpshooter. Just
yeah, like be fucking hitting it, and the next thing you know, it fucking comes out of her fucking skull.
yeah.
Like, damn it.
Try again.
I don't know. Maybe he's got to take like a kryptonite Viagra.
Kryptonite Viagra.
I'm sorry. Okay, kryptonite hymns, whatever you kids
Yeah,
call it
whatever it
nowadays.
is. Yeah.
Hymns, blue chew, green chew. Ah, that's what it is. Okay,
No,
we
no,
figured
it's
it.
blue chew.
We figured it out.
It's blue. It's not the green one. There's no green one.
Well, yeah, but Superman would need.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Superman would need green chew.
Imagine going to Lex Luthor and like, hey, can you make me a green Viagra?
I'm trying to pop one off, you know?
Yeah.
Can you help a brother out?
It's kind of weird to think that Superman's dick is probably bulletproof. You know? Like, it definitely is.
Yeah.
Because he's the Man of Steel. You know, everything on him is bulletproof. It's pretty crazy.
Can't believe we're talking about Superman's junk. I
He
know.
gets shot in the ass like Forrest Gump and it bounces off. That's dummy thick if I ever heard of it.
I mean,
That's the real America's ass.
could you imagine Superman being at that Outback Steakhouse that we were at and having to take a super shit like I was having to?
Yeah.
How many toilets he has to go through a year?
Yeah, probably a handful.
Yeah, I mean, because remember, he blows it up. He blows it up.
Did you ever see that clip? Or it was in one of the movies. I don't remember which one, but it's been like going around on TikTok of whenever Thor put Mjolnir on a like coat hook,
Oh, yeah.
and then people will make like edits of different coat hooks, making coat hooks look badass.
Yeah.
It's funny as hell.
Yeah.
The coat hook was worthy. Holding Mjolnir.
Well, I mean, an elevator, lifted him up and Mjolnir. So, I mean,
Yeah, that's such a weird, like, I don't know.
well, I mean, it's just fantasy. So,
I know, but I wish that there was some explanation for it. Because, like, why is a elevator worthy?
well, I mean, a planet holds it up. Like, I mean, it's whatever.
I don't know.
It's just story driven.
Yeah.
I
It's cool to think about, though.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really. I don't know. Like, whenever people get like conspiracy theories about it, you know what I mean? Like, fantasy. Every conspiracy theory is a fantasy until it becomes true, I guess. But
I guess so.
they're really ramping up the alien talks again. And,
Oh, really?
oh yeah, yeah. And, like,
I'm really excited for the Deadpool Wolverine movie.
all right,
I don't know. I'm really excited for it.
me too.
God, we're so fucking boring.
No, I mean,
I'm excited for this movie. Yeah.
I was
Me too.
I was spinning on a different subject, and here I'm like,
Yeah.
Right.
Come back. Come on back.
back to comic books, nerd. You don't want to talk about your bougie fucking aliens?
I don't.
You're just gonna ask if I'm gonna fuck one again. You know,
That was probably the easiest hour we've done.
was that an hour?
Yeah.
No, that was pretty good. It's probably Bernie's meats. That's what really.
Where you can get them at the local Vernie near you. I don't.
There's only one Bernie,
There's only the one.
just the one. Oh. Anyway, you got anything going on after we're done with this?
Me and you are going to start binging Fallout.
Yep.
I'm already hungry, so probably go get food.
I made a big old hunk of meat.
What happened to pizza? We talked about this.
Yeah.
We specifically talked about this like 3 times
Okay.
about pizza on Sunday.
Maybe. I wish people could see the look of disappointment in your face. We'll get pizza.
I was holding back my words.
Okay. I get my thin crust though, right?
I don't give a fuck what you get. As long as I get meat lovers, I'm good.
Okay.
I need my meat, darn it.
I made a big old hunk of meat.
I don't want that meat. It's not the same.
Okay, then it's all mine. I'll eat it all.
Oh, I'll probably have some later, but
Fuck you!
no, I really want some fucking food.
Jamie was saying something about going to the aquarium or something like that.
Today?
Yeah,
No.
he's taking Brooklyn to the aquarium, but I'm broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I thought you were trying to convince us to go. I'm like, no, we got Fallout to watch.
yeah. I mean, I thought about I told him I'd think about it, but yeah, I don't have the money
I
to.
need to see that
Yeah.
Carl Goggins dude as Ghoul. I need to see it. That's his name, isn't it? Carl Goggins? Or is it? I thought.
You asking me questions I don't know.
Okay. That's what I'm most excited for in the show is to see Ghoul. Which that's not a spoiler. He's on the fucking cast. He's one of the main characters. I haven't watched it or seen anything. I just know that, and I'm really, really excited to see him because that is like a staple of Fallout 3, which is like the one I played.
Yeah,
There's a lot of ghouls, which is just a certain human really affected by the radiation,
yeah,
and they like their nose falls off. They turn into basically Red Skull for Marvel,
yeah.
basically that, and they're kind of like wanderers of the Earth now, and they're really, really important for Fallout 3, and I'm really excited to see him. Have you played any of the Fallout games?
No, I have not played a single Fallout game.
Okay.
No.
I have very high expectations for the show because that was very important for my childhood. Was Fallout,
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 3 very important.
You watching basketball?
Fuck no.
No.
Actually, I caught part of the Lakers and Nuggets game last night
Yeah.
because some of the clients were watching it, and I was like, I guess I'll watch some of it too. And it was kind of weird seeing the Lakers get stomped by the fucking Nuggets.
I know, it was so great.
I was like, huh.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming. LeBron's falling off.
I love seeing LeBron cry. Like,
It brings joy to my face.
it does. It really does. I mean, I liked him in the beginning, but man, with all the flopping and the bitching and the moaning, it's like fucking just play the game or go join the Kansas City Chiefs. One of them.
Yeah.
Fucking go cry with them. Oh, I'm winning way too much. Fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
Just, and man, I really hate saying that about the Chiefs too, because I mean, I love the Chiefs my whole life, and I'm tired of the bitching and the moaning and the crying, and
Yeah.
it's like, good lord, just fucking play football and quit talking about Caitlin's bush. Like,
Even on the Chiefs.
I know, but he played football and it's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Yeah.
Just fucking leave the poor girl alone. She's getting hate from fucking the people that are already in the WNBA. They talked about the backlash she's going to get from the other players in the WNBA because she's white, Catholic, and straight. What?
She doesn't look like any of those things.
Well, I mean, she looks white, like
yeah.
Catholic. And
Okay, white, yeah.
straight with a little bit of a curveball.
She doesn't look straight or Catholic. I mean, you don't have to look a certain way to be Catholic.
I mean,
she just doesn't meet the stereotype of Catholic people.
No, like seeing her play, I never once thought, I wonder if she's straight or if she's lesbian. Because I didn't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, damn, she's really pulling up from the logo. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's something to see, I don't know. I just think she's a really good player. And, it's like, you got fucking NFL players fucking acting like they're fucking still in pee-wee football. And then you got the people that's supposed to help build up the sport and all that. They're in the league. Everybody's pissed off about the money that she's making in her first year contract.
Mm-hmm.
Like me and her are basically on par,
Mm-hmm.
and it sucks. I mean, she's, supposed to be the star of the league and everything, and she's making $76,000 a year. Yeah, that sucks. Nobody watches the WNBA. That's why she's only making $76,000 a year.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she outsold her jersey. Like in the first day, sold more of her jerseys than the WNBA has sold in their entire fucking lifetime.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Is that real? Like, that's
Yeah.
factual?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like her merchandising money
Mhm.
is going to be so much more than fucking guys. Like,
I don't know.
I mean, Steph Curry, everybody that's going to have his jersey has his jersey. LeBron, whoever's got his jersey, already has his jersey. You know,
That's true.
so until he switches teams again because well, I don't like these guys. I'm gonna go over here with these guys. Yeah, that whole stupid Cinderella bullshit. But
It'd be really cool to see LeBron go to the Warriors. That'd be kind of cool.
if LeBron went to the Warriors, then Steph would probably go to San Antonio.
Is that the Spurs?
Uh-huh.
Okay. See, I know basketball a little bit.
Yeah, but San Antonio has that one guy. I don't remember his name, but yeah, I mean, I know you've seen. Everybody has seen TikToks of this guy. This lanky motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, like his arm. He's got an extra.
You're talking about the guy that's in like the goldfish commercial?
I don't know,
Okay. I know.
but he has like an extra elbow.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't know, his arms are like abnormally long.
Yeah. I think that's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, and he's got really long legs and everything. And yeah, like he can dribble and he can shoot and he can do all this and everything. But everybody gets like all impressed whenever he dunks. It's like his vert is fucking 3 inches, people.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like Shaq dunking. It's not that impressive.
yeah,
you know?
he's the fastest kid at fat camp. Congratulations. Like, he's really fucking tall. Okay,
Yeah.
But like, it's like, oh, he's a second coming of Jesus kind of deal. And it's like, no, he's just really tall. His knees are going to go out in less than 5 years.
Yeah.
He's going to have fucking tennis elbow from playing basketball. Like, he's going to fall apart just like Manute Bol did, just like fucking Yao Ming did. He's going to be a flash in the pan that is not going to be able to play for years.
Yeah.
He's not a franchise player. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
But if Steph did go to the Spurs, though, there's another three-peat.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. Wherever James goes, I'm not going to like that team. I really wish he'd leave LA so I could like the Lakers again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started liking Miami like immediately after he left there.
I do like Heat. He's not bad.
Yeah, I liked the Cavaliers until he left for Miami the first time. Like I still like the Cavaliers. Whenever he came back, I was like, shit, man, I really liked them.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I wish I liked basketball. Like, it's such a boring sport to me.
Well, I don't know, like,
That's why, like, the only sport I pay attention to is UFC. That's the only one I give a shit about.
well, I did get some shit for like kind of propping up like WNBA. Like, like if you want to watch good basketball, you watch the girls play basketball. Because I mean, to me, that's like how like basketball is played.
And then if you want to enjoy your night, you turn it off.
Right, but like, and if you want to watch, a really good show based off of basketball, then you watch the NBA because WNBA doesn't have this tall, lanky, can just 3 foot or 3 inch jump and get.
Yeah.
They don't have that. They don't have guys with verticals of fucking 10 feet, or whatever
Mhm.
the vert is, Like Blake Griffin back in the day, he would dunk it and not even be at the rim.
Yeah.
He would jump up so high that he would just throw the ball down.
Yeah.
It's not like he's going up and actually putting it in the rim. He's fucking feet away from it, just like, yeah, I'm up here, might as well. Boom. Yeah.
Up here, might as well.
Yeah, I mean, like Steph Curry, I love watching him because, like he's still shooting the basket. He's not levitating 20 feet in the air and fucking mind fucking the football or basketball into the goal.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that thing where the conspiracy about they had magnets inside the ball?
No.
Yeah. They had this conspiracy that the NBA had magnets inside the ball. And whenever they wanted somebody to score, all they had to do was shoot, and then they would push a button to turn the magnets on. Like the NBA would decide who was going to make the basket, and they would turn it on, and then it would just go down in between, go into the goal.
That's kind of out there.
Yeah, really far fucking out there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've seen some pretty like amazing shots, but I've seen similar shots at like high school games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whenever I was driving a bus, I remember taking. I was it was the girls basketball team, and it was they were down by two, and there was like 1 point whatever seconds on there. They throw the ball in. I don't even remember the girl's name that got it, but she like chucked it up. They went in. They won the game. There was no magnet in the ball.
Yeah.
Sometimes shit happens, you know, like good shit, miracles, whatever. I mean, it was a miracle shot from like, because she wasn't like squared up looking at it and like, all right, here's the form and all that. No, it was just like fucking throw it up and pray. So, I don't know. God, I do hate basketball. Is there something I like?
Star Wars.
Yeah. Something non nerdy?
Pussy.
It's had its day.
What?
Eh,
No, that's fair.
yeah. I mean,
Is there something that I'm trying to think of something you do like?
it's nice, but I'm old. I don't like
Something you like that's not nerdy.
Um,
Comfy pants.
I do love me some comfy pants. It's like, well, like cars. Like I like cars, but not that much.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I like music, but not that much.
I don't know how somebody can't like be obsessed with music. It doesn't. I can't fathom it. Like it's music. It's such a wide thing that some people like you, are just like, yeah, it's just music.
Yeah,
It's just music.
yeah. Maybe because I heard so much of it that I'm just like, okay.
I don't think I could live my day to day without music.
I think what really killed me is whenever they started like overlaying songs, like
Like reusing old ones.
putting you know, like putting a Tupac song in, putting a rap that Tupac had into a rock song or a country song. You know,
Yeah, that stuff's weird. I don't like that stuff.
because it's the same beat,
Yeah.
you know, and it's the same cadence and stuff like that, you know, and it's like, oh, so it's just interchangeable sounds,
Yeah.
you know, like the words don't really matter that much, and the notes don't really matter that much. It's just how you combine them. Okay.
Did you know that Gangsta's Paradise
Uh,
was a remake? That's not the original.
I did not know that.
I found that out the other day during watching a TikTok. It's like the original one is like it's something with a P, Paradise. I just don't remember what it was.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
You think they're actually going to ban TikTok? Because I've been waiting.
That they're gonna ban it?
Yeah. I mean, they've already like voted to ban it, I think, but they haven't actually banned it yet.
I doubt they do.
Well, I mean, as long as TikTok gives our government access
Yeah.
to the data that we're putting on there, I think that's the only way TikTok stays.
I wouldn't be worried about it at all.
If they don't do it, then they'll probably get rid of TikTok.
They can't like delete it from everybody's phones, you know? Well, I mean, I guess they could, but I don't think they would.
I mean, if somebody else is making money, especially another country is making money off of us, and our government isn't, you damn right they will.
That'd be kind of crazy of them, though.
Yeah, I mean, they got to figure out some new way to tax us on something.
Yeah.
I mean, I to like this setup here, right? Like these mics. Um, I had to pay taxes for the mics with the income that I was taxed on,
Yeah.
which I'm also taxed at the end of the year that I got to pay in. And I had to drive across a road that I get taxed for. You know,
Yeah. Everything.
with some gas that I had to pay tax for. That you know, and smoke my cigarettes that I'm taxed for. Like, you know, you get taxed to no fucking end, and it's ridiculous. Just so the money can go to Ukraine.
Sorry, I was trying to find that song. I don't remember what the name of it was.
I think if the more potholes we have, the less taxes we should have to pay.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
That's you have to pay more maintenance on the car you pay taxes for.
yeah. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Just when you get older, you just get tired of getting bent over. And it just, I don't know. Like the price of everything just keeps going up, and I've never seen price go down.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you see little drops here and there, you know, but once they get you to the new norm, it's like it's a strategy kind of deal, like kind of like a psychology kind of deal. Like how much can you push somebody to where whenever they push back, they don't push it. Like we don't push all the way back. You know, like gas is what last time I looked like 3.10 a gallon, right? Well, I remember it at 98 cents a gallon.
Yeah.
You know, my dad remembered it at 50 cents or 10 cents or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
But I mean, my generation is not going to push back to get it back to 98 cents a gallon. But
Even though it's y'all's fault.
we don't want it at $3 a gallon. So we'll meet you in the middle and we'll do $2 a gallon. Even though we're paying $1 more than what we were.
Yeah.
You know, and then then they started copying like fucking drug dealer mentality, you know, like, well, you know, it's gas, but we're gonna cut it a little bit with this over here, so you don't, you don't really get the good gas that you are supposed to get. And shit, this is not getting any better on finding anything that I actually like.
We're also losing the whole interesting kind of thing.
You know, you are losing interest.
What is that state that's got like a shit ton of cheese underground?
Missouri.
Is it Missouri?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that kind of cool?
If I knew why they had it, I mean,
Well, I remember somebody explained it. I don't remember what it was though. It was because we were like in some kind of like food shortage, or we got too much of it. It was one of the two, and we like saved it back for like a rainy day, and we haven't used it yet. It's kind of weird.
will you still help me try to find something I like?
Um,
I'm really bugging here.
your cat.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I like him.
Your son.
Yeah.
I mean, I like him, but
No, I mean, I love my kids, and you know, like that's that. But I mean, like, I don't have an interest. You know, and that kind of bothers me a little bit.
your hobby is your work.
Yeah, I know. I'm been working on that, trying to not do that anymore.
Mm.
You know, I mean, I don't need to focus 70, 80 hours a week into work. You know.
Well, shit, I don't really have a hobby either. Like, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But I also enjoy my job. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're trying to get up to where you can afford to have a hobby and
yeah.
like go do something, you know, like you're talking about saving up money to, you know, to have a fixer car to kind of work on it and stuff. You know, I have no fucking interest to do that.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing you don't have a hobby.
I
You
don't-
should have one, but it's not like the end of the world if you don't.
I mean,
You've gone this long without having one.
I wouldn't consider it healthy though.
I wouldn't consider it detrimental, though.
Hmm. No.
I don't know. You got your little things that like make up for not having a hobby.
Do I?
You have your own like little things that you do that make up for not having a hobby, like your game on your tablet, or different shows you like, or playing video games every once in a while, focusing on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like we're doing basically your hobby right now
Yeah.
because you talk about this and think about this all the fucking time.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I didn't because
Me too. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you would think it would be so much better. You know, like you'd think that it was actually something, you know, but I don't know.
I think you subconsciously care too much about this. Like you want people to enjoy it so much.
Well, yeah, I mean, if people are going to listen, I want them to enjoy it. I mean, I don't make somebody a sandwich and they're like, well, it may taste like shit, it may not, but fuck it, I made it, so good luck. You know.
You've done that a few times.
No, it's like
I feel like all parents do that growing up, like raising kids.
well, I mean, with your kids,
I made this beef stroganoff. Tastes like shit. Eat it anyway. Like that's your example. That
yeah,
happens.
because you kind of have to do it, but like I'm not putting it out there in the world. Like I'm not making everybody a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
I mean, do the best I can, but I don't know. It just you may have a totally different philosophy whenever it comes to this deal,
We do.
and we butt heads with it constantly.
We do.
So I'm like, let's try this now. About that now.
I think it's good how it is.
Yeah.
And I'm already making the fucking compromise of putting this commercial in. No, if it's so laughable and funny, then you do it.
Okay.
Okay, do it.
All right.
That'll be your thing today. We'll talk about it next week. How long it took Dad to do something I could do in 10 minutes.
If it's so easy for you, then why is it such a struggle?
Because I would just rather do other things, but if it's so funny, then you do it. I'll probably still end up doing it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna make you do it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you want to fight with me today, huh?
I guess so.
You didn't want to fight the other day.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Okay, we ready for pizza yet?
Yeah, I guess we'll go because I really ain't. Jesus,
I was getting ready.
fucking quick draw. Oh my god! Like, yeah, I guess we'll go. Like finger on the trigger, ready to fucking hit the end button.
I do it every time.
Holy Lord, man.
Yeah.
We probably should go. Somebody's called twice to see who it is.
I've got pickup calls too.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was fun.